Do you know how to solve this advanced SAT question? If x plus x plus x is equal to x times x times x, what is x equal to? So let's rewrite this so that it's a little bit less confusing. Now we have x plus x on the left side. Now what can we rewrite it as? Well, it's x times 3, which is just 3x. And on the right hand side, we have x times x, which we could rewrite as x to the third power or x cubed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides so that all the terms are on one side. Great, so now we have this equation that we could easily solve. Now first what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to see if we have any common factors in these two terms. Now I noticed that we have x's in both of the terms, so we could factor out an x. And now we have these two parentheses because we're going to take out an x from each one of them. So right here we have x cubed. If we take out an x, that's just going to turn to x squared. And we have 3x. If we take out an x, then it's just going to leave us with 3. So now we have this super easy equation that we could solve. Now, if you don't know this already, if the equation has a 0 on one side of it, then that means either this term or this term equals to 0, since one of them has to multiply to 0 in order to equal 0. So let's just set x to 0 and x squared minus 3 to 0. Great, so now we have two other equations that we have to solve just to get the answers. Now this one already tells us that x is equal to 0, so I'll put a box around it. And now we're left with this, x squared minus 3 equals 0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 to both sides to isolate the x. Now that we have that x squared is equal to 3, we could square root both sides. And now we're left with x equals to 0 and x equals to plus or minus square root of 3. God bless.